Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Kayla. Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? What's going on? What's new? I did a cut crease for the first time today using Too Faced Kitty Likes to Scratch Mini Doll Size Palette. But normally when I do something for the very first time, especially something like this, I don't jump on camera right away, but I felt really inspired and I wanted to share it with all of you. So, the two brushes I actually used, I primed my eyes with my MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in this shade, which is called Babe and Charms. Yep, Babe and Charms Pro Longwear Paint Pot. And it's such a great, like, duochrome type of a shade. Like, it has all different colors in it. It's just amazing. Anyway, then the color that I used first before I put anything else on my eyes was the shade right here, which is called Backstage Pass. So I used that one. And then I wasn't even planning on doing a cut crease at all. Like, I just don't usually do that. I just kind of go with the flow with whatever, I feel inspired by is what I do. But usually I have something planned out. Today I just kind of winged it, and I was scrolling through my YouTube channel. My YouTube recommended videos, and I found one on this palette. And there was, I don't remember her name, but she did a really great job doing. She did a half cut crease, but I did a full cut crease. But instead of using concealer, I'm going to show you guys what I used. I use the Too Faced 24-hour Shadow Insurance. This stuff works really well. Not as well as the MAC, because it's kind of hard to top off MAC. Except with Fenty. Fenty and MAC are like my top two favorite makeup brands of all time. Then there's Too Faced, and then there's NARS or Decay and Too Faced. Anyway. The brushes I used to apply the very first shade, which I showed you guys, which was Backstage Pass, which was my little Sonia Kashuk small shader brush. It's really tiny, but this brush actually does a lot. I'm going to give this brush a lot of credit because it really did a lot. After that, I used my dual-ended Eco Tools brush. I actually used the smudge brush, and the other end is for the crease and for blending, it says. Apparently. But before I finish my look, I want to do it with you guys. So if you guys are about to do your makeup, come sit down, do your makeup with me. Let's have some fun. I'm going to pick a different brush, though, to use. Go into my little MAC brush bag. Well, one of them. I have one of them. I'm going to take let's see. I think I want to use, let's see. This is my Farrah. It says 6 short shading, so this might be good. So let's keep that out. Trying to find my brush, guys, don't mind me. I might use this one. It's my Urban Decay dual-ended. Actually, this one seems like a good idea. Let's use this one. It's my Urban Decay dual-ended brush. One is for blending larger areas, and this end is for when you're trying to be more precise. So the shade that I want to go into is going to be this really cool I want to use this pink shade right here, which is called, hang on, give me a second, they're written back. Excuse me, guys, I'm so sorry. This little palette, all the shades are written on the back, so but they're written backwards. So the pink shade is called Heavy Metal, so we're going to use that one. And we're going to place it, I want to start from the corners, like that. Kind of pat it a little bit. Looks a little too light for this shade because I used a dark shade. But I am a pro at turning oopses and mistakes and, oh, I didn't mean to do it like that, into like a masterpiece. So, you know what, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with that look. But I'm gonna put something darker in the corners and you'll see in just a second. So I'm gonna go in on this side with the same shade, which is Rock of Ages, over here. My left eye keeps tearing, I don't know why. Usually it's my right eye that has that tearing issue. Now, I want to go in with, let me think. Give me an idea, guys. I'm going to let you guys pick out a shade. Which shade? I'm thinking this bronzy shade is really pretty. Or I can do some black on the corners. You know what? Let's do the black, which is very, very pigmented. So when you guys, if you guys pick up this palette and you use that color, be very like careful, because I've even made that mistake a few times. I'm gonna get my other brush. This is one of my favorite angled brushes that I've ever had, and it's called. This is my Farrah 205 Flywings. That's what it's called, Flywings. So I'm going to go into the black, but I'm going to go a little, very slightly, because I don't want to go too much. But I'm going to use the mirror I have right here, but you guys can still see it because I'm going to move it over. Oh yeah, that's very good. I'm only doing like the tip of the outer corner. I'm not going into I'm not doing a full, because I wanted to kind of give it that cat eye kind of look. And then I'm going to put a shimmer in the middle. But I do want to fix that for a second. I prepped my face with my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer and a sample of a new shade of foundation, which I've never tried before, which I thought would be way too light, but it wasn't. It was 185, which is neutral with a slightly warm undertone. If you guys were wondering which foundation I'm wearing, that's the one I'm wearing. It looks pretty good. Just want to take a little bit of the black and I want to go slightly underneath, but not too much, just a little bit. And then whenever I mess up, because we all make mistakes, doing makeup is not easy. Even the best of us still have trouble sometimes. Got a little bit of it in my eye, it doesn't feel too good. I'm gonna do the same on this side. This eye, I think, is coming out better than the other eye. But this could just be my opinion. I decided to go a little further towards the inner corner. I mean, not towards it, but towards it. My left eye keeps tearing, it keeps messing it up. Trying to fix it, but well, it'll be covered with eyeliner, but I don't want it to tear, but it keeps tearing in that same spot. What if I take my finger and dip it slightly into the black and just add on it? Maybe that'll help. Sorry guys, my left eye tears. I'm so sorry. I really feel bad. That's not what I wanted to do. This side's coming out really good now. Alright. I'm going to try to go over it again if I can. Oh, okay, I see. It kind of fixed it. I like this eye a lot better. But I can't help it if my eye is tearing. Like, I can't. but I'm gonna cover it with eyeliner anyway. So with this side, I like that a lot, I really do. Now I'm gonna take a shimmer, but I might use my finger on it because I'm thinking. I'm gonna try to use the AC that's behind me to kind of dry my eye. Okay. Now, there's another palette that I have, but I want to try to stick with this one because that's what this video is for. But there's a color that I want to use from a different palette. You know what? It's only one color. It's only one shade. This is my Too Faced Major Love palette. This is my favorite one. I am going to steal a shade out of here because due to my eye tearing on the left side and it interfering with the black, it's just not it's not doing what I wanted to do. So I know that I kind of switched it up a bit, but I didn't need to. I'm only going to use a shade out of this one. And I want to use, let me think. I want to use this gold right here. This gold one, which is called Surrender Your Love. So I'm going to use that one. Or I could take really pretty green, it's like a yellowish green with a sparkle. You know what, I could do that. I could do whatever the hell I want. I'm gonna do that. That one's called Major Love. So I'm gonna use that one. Let me find my other brush that I like to use, my little brush. Here she is. How cute it is. So I'm gonna go into that shade. Oh yes, that looks really nice. I kind of like it actually. It's different, but I like it. I like to be different. It looks, the lighting in this room, I think as I've mentioned in plenty of my videos, is not the best. So I'm going into that same shade. Trying to keep the cat eye look, the black, and because this shade, a very light shade of sparkly shimmery green, is coming out more like a yellowish, this because of the colors that I have set up. I like it. And you know what? Whenever you want to do a look and you're not sure if you want to use this palette or that palette, say that they're two separate palettes but they're in the same brand, you can take a shade from another palette and mix it with the shade from the other palette. There's no rule. Like, even if you're doing one that's mainly based on, say, can you like, subscribe? You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just like Michaela says, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's makeup art. You can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to follow somebody else's video. You don't have to, just use this one palette without having to use another shade, even if you really want to, because you know what? It's about you. It's about you. And whatever you feel good in and what makes you feel elevated is what you should do. So I'm just gonna touch up this eye just a little bit because it's tearing, so. I like it. It looks very different, but I like it. Okay. I'm at 7:05. We're doing good on time. I like it. It looks very cool. Very, very cool. Palette. I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera, and then I'm gonna show you guys the final look. So I'll be back in a few.